3D printing is considered to be the future of design technology. 3D printing is a process of making three-dimensional solid objects from a digital file such as a computer program, CAD, or computer-aided design. The creation of a 3D printed object is through the CAD by scanning in 3D, creating a 3D model. That scan becomes a digital file uploaded to a 3D printer, and the printer creates the object layer by layer. These layers are called additive manufacturing. The 3D printer reads every layer in 2D and proceeds to create the object, blending each layer together with no sign of the layers until the finished object becomes three-dimensional. The roots of 3D printing can be found in a technique called stereolithography, which was invented by Charles Hall in 1984. Stereolithographic 3D printers position a perforated platform just below the surface of a vat of liquid photopolymer. A UV laser beam then traces the first slice of an object on the surface of this liquid, which causes the very thin layer of photopolymer to harden. The perforated platform is then lowered, and another slice is traced out and hardened by the laser. The slices keep building up until a complete object has been printed and can be removed from the vat of photopolymer, drained of excess liquid, and cured. Over time, businesses use 3D printing in their research and development departments, and new internal applications make the 3D printer more useful and flexible for all. Here we have a replica of a baby heart. Doctors are currently using 3D printers to print these replicas to help with surgeries. UMC Utrecht have replaced the top of a skull with a 3D printed one, pictured here. This photo shows how hearing aids are being custom made for customers with 3D printers. Ears are being printed with 3D printers using collagen, then seeded with cartilage and planted under the skin to develop blood vessels, then implanted on the disfigured ear. This process has been developed at Cornell University. Prototyping and 3D printing have gone hand in hand since the 1980s, and the evolution of the 3D printer has produced more prototyping than ever before. Prototyping has helped uncover new technologies and processes to enhance our daily and social lives every year. For instance, at Pratt & Whitney, a company that produces airplane engines, they have started making hundreds of thousands of prototypes with 3D printing as an aid in design. 3D printing has made prototyping not only faster and cheaper, but has given users more flexibility and options than ever before. Take Natasha Hope Simpson, a student of art and design who lost her leg in a hit-and-run accident. She was given a prosthetic, and after countless hours of designing, she created a new prosthetic leg that fit to her body size and gave that prosthetic a new image that represented who she was. 3D printers are now focusing on building items with different types of materials other than plastic. One of these new materials is wood. The applications for this new material are quite expansive. People could customize and design high-quality, affordable furniture that would need little assembly. There is also the possibility of combining different types of materials in order to make something even more unique and durable, such as wood and carbon fiber. Some companies are even going so far as to inventing what is called smart wood with the help of 3D printers. Companies A-Catedraw and 4AXYZ are considering building rails that would sense when people are on that staircase in order to turn on lights, for one example.
So what does the future of 3D printing look like? As the technology evolves, the future looks limitless. Imagine being able to buy customized products from an online retail store and have them sent to your home the same day. Or how about a car built exactly how you want? Now imagine logging onto your computer in order to print your dinner. Not the recipe, the actual meal. Think about the capability of a customized virus that destroys cancer cells while leaving the rest of your body unharmed. How about an entire city's infrastructure built cheap and quick? Do you think this could have an impact on third world countries? Now imagine 3D printers creating the parts that make up an advanced space shuttle that will carry our first extraterrestrial colonizers who will use 3D printers to build and maintain mankind's first space colony. It's easy to see the vast number of advancements that 3D printing can and will have on the human race. There is, however, a dark side. Will airports and other high-risk targets be able to detect weapons made of 3D printed plastic? And what about biological threats? The same person that manufactures cancer-fighting viruses can easily turn that biological agent into something more devastating to people than any plastic handgun. And what about the legal ramifications of 3D printing? What does the open source nature of 3D printing mean for current copyright, trademark, and intellectual property laws? Will 3D printing make it easier for companies to copy designs and prototypes from other companies in corporate espionage? Should home printing biomedical products or food products be regulated, and how? Clearly, there are two sides of the 3D printing coin, and the future of the technology will depend on a balance between freedom and regulation. But regardless of whether the benefits outweigh the risks, there is one thing for certain: 3D printing is here to stay.
These three photos show the various stages from start to finish of an actual iPhone 6 Plus docking station being made. Here is a video of an actual 3D printer printing an iPhone 5 cell phone case.